On last week's episode, we took a 3.5-hour ferry from Piraeus port in Athens to the beautiful island of Milos, where we explored one of the most beautiful beaches in the island. Today, we're going to be searching for the secret hot springs the island has to offer. I think the locals are trying to keep it a secret. Good morning, everyone. First full day here in Milos. We had a pretty good sleep. We were actually really close to the sea, so we could hear the waves crashing along with the strong winds that are going on. But that being said, we can't go swim near our hotel until the north winds stop. So we're gonna be going to the south part of the island like we went yesterday, but a different beach today. Today we're going to be going to Paleochori beach. It's supposed to be very pretty there too, with volcanic rock formations and all that good stuff. Okay, enough talking. Let's go see the beach. Why go through the door when you can just jump through the balcony? It's a bit high, but I think I can make it. Give me a thumbs up on this video for good luck. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And yeah, smash that like button so I can survive this big fall. Okay. Just kidding! We're near the street, guys. But I still hope you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now we can go. How do you like this beach?
I like it. I just wish it wasn't so windy. Our towels are a lost cause right now. We need boulders.
There's some thermal springs here, and they're a bit hidden, so you really have to look for them. Do you think we're gonna find them?
Maybe, maybe not. But when I was looking, no one even gave a clear answer. It was just you kind of have to look for them. Because everyone just said you have to look for them because they're hard to find, but no one actually said where they are.
I think the locals are trying to keep it a secret, otherwise it would just be flooded with tourists. But we'll share it with you. We are walking towards to what we think is the hot springs because we see the rock formations over there look like have a lot of sulfur, and we're starting to get the smell of the sulfur as well. So I think we may find the hot springs. I'm excited.
Feeling like Dora the Explorer.
Take a look at this. Wow. Definitely don't want to get caught here in a high tide, but this is really cool. Be careful here because it really dips down. Okay. Yeah? Oh yeah, you can smell it. It's June 19th right now, and typically the waters in Greece are not like the warmest they can be because they need a little more heat to heat them up. So the other side where we're sitting is a lot colder. Here, you can just go in, it's like almost bathtub water. Oh, and I found a mermaid. Oh wow! Guys, oh my god, my foot is burning. Really? I'm not joking. The position I'm in right now, the deeper the waves pull my foot out. Oh, it's really, hey girl. Guys, come here. Really warm. There's a restaurant right on the side, but they actually cook their lamb. They cook their lamb inside this sand. I want to see with my hand. Whoa. Wow, you, ow! Ow! So you go this deep under the sand and it's really hot. Like you can only leave it there for like 1 second. It feels like an oven or something. Wow.
Just keep going till you start feeling it. Can you feel it?
Oh wow. We found one of the secret spots. Maybe it's not so secret, but from the research we were doing, it was really hard. Even asking a local, they didn't really know where the springs were.
Let's go in a little bit deeper.
Oh wow, that feels so good. Are you kidding me? You can leave your feet that hot? Maybe over there is hotter. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Even the color inside the water is like this, and we actually found quite a few dead bugs because they may try to like approach to drink water or for whatever reason take a splash, and they die because of the sulfur. Surprisingly though, we saw a couple little fishes. So even inside the water, we are able to dig our feet. It's like a vein that goes through in certain places, and we like dig our feet in, and like still like you can burn. It's crazy. We don't have our towels with, we're a little cold, so you do that to warm up because the rocks are hot. I think it's time to share with you a little more of the geological events of the island. So all of the Cyclade islands, they tend to look pretty similar for the most part. But this one is a little different, and in some ways it reminds me a little bit of Santorini. The volcano in Santorini was a bit more recent. The island of Milos had a volcanic eruption as well. It was in 90,000 BC.
It's a really long time.
Yeah, it's a really long time. And that makes the island pretty unique with like the rocks it has, the mountain formations.
For example, look at this cool rock I found. It looks like a planet with like swirls in it. There's so many little rocks.
I mean, you gotta show them a little closer.
And closer to the water, there's more. They're tinier here, but near the water, they're more all like this size. I'm excited to go through the rocks.
Disclosure, I think you would find this type of rock. I've seen it in like other islands as well. We found some crystals at the other beach into like the cliffside, so you kind of have to have a hammer to like take them out. Next time we come, we'll know. However,
we'll know to bring a hammer.
Yeah, gotta bring a hammer, just like you're gonna hammer that like button. There's some like slight activity still in the island from the volcano. There's hydrothermal solutions released into the water, which is the hot springs. That's kind of, I think, the scientific word. Yeah, hydrothermal. It's a very big area of interest for geologists and volcano researchers, so they have done a lot of research on the island. Basically, those solutions release, it's a bunch of chemical elements such as calcium ion, sodium, potassium, sulfur, that you can find within the island, but to find a good amount, you'd have to find the hot spring. So basically, those solutions are released from the geothermal reservoir that is in the metamorphic basement. The metamorphic basement is represented by red in this map. Little did we know at the time, we ended up choosing the perfect location as Paleochori Beach is located between two prime metamorphic basement hotspots. Scientists have done some testing, and the temperatures, you ready?
Tell me.
Are insane. Are you ready? You wanna guess?
I think it's between 300 and 325 degrees Celsius.
Oh my god. How'd you know?
Do you know you chose a smart one?
She knew, yes. So it's 300 to 325 degrees Celsius, the temperature within the reservoir.
I cheated. I looked at her.
And I basically told you yesterday.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was too tired.
Oh, okay. So sometimes when I talk, she doesn't listen. It's okay. I don't either. I'm kidding. Boiling temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, so you definitely don't even want to dip your little toe in that. However, once they're released into the layer that we are walking upon, into the water, it's nice and warm and really good for your skin probably. Okay, we're gonna go eat now, lunch. right by the beach. I'm carrying this little boy because it's too hot to walk on the sand. Yeah, but he wants to walk. He doesn't know what's good for him. My grandma heading first for the food. We know who's the hungriest one here. Alright, so we're sitting at a tavern right by the beach with an amazing view. It's a very traditional what you'd find in like most places in Greece. These are fried zucchini chips. Pretty standard, and when you're hungry, they're delicious. I'm excited about the salad. The salad is lettuce, salmon, avocado, cucumber, and the local capers. The island is known for its capers, just like Santorini, and it might even be better, but we'll find out. Olivia, you like capers, right? So I want your opinion on the capers here.
I'm actually a really big fan of capers, so I'm excited to try this little gem. They're very good. I got the kebab.
Yaurtulu, which means like yogurt. So one of its like the sauce base has yogurt. Yeah, not base. It basically has yogurt.
I've had it a few times before in Athens, and I haven't had it this way. Normally it's like all baked together, but this looks really, really good.
And actually the island is known for its tomato paste, so I'm wondering if they use the technique for the red sauce for this. So they basically make tomato juice with the tomato sauce, and then they dehydrate it all in the sun, and then they make it into, and that's how they make their tomato paste, and then they put like olive oil on top, so it dehydrates, and it sounds really delicious.
A kebab is pretty much like a mincemeat with herbs. It's all in, yeah. It's very flavorful. And I like how it's actually not smothered in the sauce, so the kebab still stays crispy. What did you get?
Oh, well, since you asked, I got patties. So it's a very common thing to get here in Greece, especially like little kids when they go to a tavern. Basically beef patties. They're not like the beef patties you'd put on a burger. It's a bit different. It's made with like breadcrumbs and like other like herbs, and so it's delicious. And then you want to put some lemon. I like to put some on my potatoes too.
That's really juicy.
It does look very juicy. It feels a little hard cutting it, but we'll see. It's a lot lighter. You'd think it's a turkey burger. Is it a turkey burger? Maybe it's beef. It's very good. I can't tell if it's beef though. Alright, so now we're gonna dive into this food because we're starving, and then we can't wait to go dive into the sea. I know it's not the right thing to do right after eating. You're supposed to wait 2 hours so you don't cramp and drown, but we'll be careful. Side note about the economy of the island: most Greek islands, the majority of their income comes from tourism. However, this island, it keeps more of the locals all year round. Typically people go to another city or town and the mainland because there's not any work in the islands because it's mostly like tourism. But this island, they harvest a lot of like the mountains and the rocks and like the minerals of the island, and the two most popular ones being bentonite and perlite. And
wait, bentonite is the bentonite clay.
Yeah, North America and Northern Europe buys a lot of the perlite and bentonite from this island. So that also has the economy thriving. And even in the ancient times, it was still like the hub to come and collect those things. Okay, so right behind us, this is a very famous spot in the island because of how this restaurant cooks their meat, more specifically their lamb. And so basically every morning the cooks prepare the lamb, put it in there, so it's basically like an oven that gets cooked by the thermal of the volcano underneath.
And you would think, oh my god, how can I actually cook the lamb? But from the spots that we went to, even barely digging our feet in, you could burn yourself, so it made sense. So
and I guess maybe this specific spot also is very hot because we walked, it's like the exact same amount of sun hitting the same area here and like a little bit like where we're standing. And right here is a lot hotter than it was.
And the water here's warmer too.
They basically let it cook for like 6 hours or so, and then they take it out and they serve it to people, and it's supposed to be like the meat just falls apart. Unfortunately, it was not within our budget to come and eat at this place, but if it isn't yours, come and check it out.
Let us know how it is.
Yeah, and let us know how it is. Now we're gonna leave, go back to the hotel/apartment, get ready, and go out for dinner. Now we're gonna head back, take a shower.
Just one shower for everyone now.